Hello and welcome. This is Train Simulator 2018 and this is the Railworks Austria Skyhook Games 1014 series. This product has been on the market now for about 2 weeks, and of course it is the very first product produced by Skyhook Games and Railworks Austria where they work together. So I guess they're just trying to find the right balance, testing the waters, so to speak, and they've paid very close attention to all your feedback, and they've decided to release a patch for this product. I've just been sent the latest version of this product, and I'd like to show you what's new. So first of all, the Loco now has dynamic numbering, something that some of you have requested. But not only that, the dynamic numbers are actually linked in with 2 different Panto versions, because as this Loco progressed through its life, there were actually different versions of pantographs. We'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. So the older version, as you can see here, has the black pantographs, and the later numbers will have the red pantographs. The biggest change for me is that there are 2 new locos included in the pack. This is one of them. As you can see, this loco has 4 pantographs, and this is the version that was originally designed and also produced. These pantos were used for Hungary as far as I'm aware. At that time Hungary had a different overhead wiring system, but they very quickly changed over to the same system that is used in Austria and Germany. So these pantographs were only in use for a fairly short amount of time and were later removed altogether. But again, it's nice to see an inclusion of the very first version of the locomotive. And this is the second new locomotive that's included now, and that is the 1114. The 1114 looks exactly the same as the 1014. The main difference seems to be that it has a different engine. It's got a slightly lower power output, and the loco itself is lighter. So I would assume when using this loco in the simulator, you would mainly use it to pull shorter, lighter trains. So here we are in the cab then. A few changes here as well. First of all, you can now move the sunblinds if you wish. By pressing M for mic, you can now fold and unfold the mirrors, and by moving these levers here, you can actually open and close the windows. Apparently lots of people requested that. I personally don't know why. I probably used this once and then never again. But there you go, it's included now. Another thing that has been requested was a way to shorten the startup procedure, and that has been done. All you need to do is press Ctrl, Shift and Z for Zulu all at the same time, and that will start the automatic startup procedure. So now you can see the startup procedure running on its own. You can just sit and wait till it's all done. You will get a message at the end confirming that the loco has been fully booted up. A few things I want to show you once that is done, just to make you aware of it. First of all, pantographs, they will only ever choose the rear pantograph. The second thing, if I just close this, the speed limiter by default is set to 40 kilometers per hour. So if you want to drive at anything else, you need to change that before you set off. And also once it's done, you still have to wait till the brake is fully released. So just watch this needle here. It needs to be at 0. There you see it coming down now. And once that's been done, you can actually set off. So I'm just gonna switch on the instrument lights. I'm happy with 40, so lever forward and off we go. So as you can see, it's a lot quicker and a lot easier than the manual startup procedure. Finally, another thing that you can do is to change the brake modes of this locomotive. By default, this loco will load with brake mode R for Romeo, and that means that the brakes will have a very fast application. Now this is usually used for fast passenger trains, but you can actually change that by pressing Ctrl Shift and the @ sign that you use online. So now we're on brake mode P for Papa, and that is just a normal application used for slower trains and some freight trains. And if you press it again, we're now on brake mode G, and this is a slower application used for heavy freight trains, or especially if you pull anything that is classified as dangerous goods or goods that are more delicate, such as new cars or something like that. To go back, you just press Ctrl @ so now we're back at P, and now we're back at R. So you can do that before you set off. In addition to all of that, there have been a few small fixes regarding sounds and sounds for AI trains, the driver in AI locos, and so on and so forth. I'm sure there'll be a full list once the patch has been released. Now, as far as I'm aware, the patch will now have to go to Dovetail Games, and they will have to do their own in-house testing before it's being released on Steam. It's of course free of charge and will be released automatically via Steam. And that's it. So I hope you found this video helpful and useful, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.